Welcome everybody to the online podcast. Today we got an NBA recap of today's game. We're going to talk about what happened in every game, and we're going to talk about Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees on the first game of the series today. I'm with my brother CJ.
CJ, and today we got a loaded one for you guys.
I'm saying, and together we are
On the line,
the
brothers.
online brothers.
Zay got the cap on tilt, New York in his chest. If LeBron changes jerseys, he just rides with the best. He yelling, that's my squad. From the first play, first quarter. CJ in the other room saying Boston run the border. One house, two flags, same table, same beef. Every game night turning into a family street. Zay versus CJ. Zay versus CJ. Boston done nothing and Zay say today. Zay versus CJ. Zay versus CJ. Every sport, same story, game on. All day. CJ locked on Boston, green pride, cold staff. If it ain't the Celtics, he don't even care. Dumps in the backyard, trash talk in the hall. Zay switching lanes fast. If Bron moves, he follow y'all. One ball, two sides, same blood, same score. Soon as
Hey guys, you know what I got on my hands, right? I don't think CA know what I got on my hand. Today we sweep the ball all the way around. The Boston Celtics lost, the Red Sox lost, the Spurs lost, and the Lakers won. So I swept the ball all the way around, guys. And we're gonna start with the Boston Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers, which is the team that I picked in our last podcast. I say they were healthy with Embiid. That team was gonna win. And even without Embiid, Boston got figured it out. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and start with your whining and crying and all your excuses about your Celtics and why they lost. Go ahead, take over, CJ. I'm gonna put this broom away for a second.
Yeah, take your time taking that broom away. Listen, it was just an off night shooting for the Celtics. Easy to fix. I think we're
Oh yeah,
gonna
he was
run the
going to start
table on
with
the rest of the
excuses.
season. Did tell you, I did tell you it was gonna be a gentleman's sweep, so it's gonna be easier for them to come back from this one. And sweep no matter what.
My God,
Nothing
this
to worry
guy.
about. We're
They
just gonna
started.
come back to our game.
I don't know about that. I think you guys got to figure it out, CJ. You guys started playing a lot of isolation on the fourth quarter, playing hero ball. I told you those guys got a big ego, both of them. They don't know how to make plays. They don't know how to make their team better when they on the hall. What they did, they started playing hero ball tonight, and they show up.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't too much hero ball. It was just off night shooting. That's all it was. Off night shooting. We're gonna get back. We're gonna get back from this. We just need a couple more of shots, and we're just gonna come back from this one. It's gonna be a gentleman's sweep in my book.
It was a huge bounce back for the 76ers, led by BJ with 30 points. I think he had 30 at six. And then Maxi took over on the fourth quarter. And Tatum and those guys didn't know how to stop him. They didn't know what to do tonight. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all play a lot of hero ball. Y'all didn't show up tonight. And y'all lost their home court advantage. So we're going to see what's going to happen. I hope Embiid get healthy, bro, so he can come back. So I can see you crying. I'm mumbling and all the stuff that you be doing when you be losing. Hey, you know why he got that Bruins jersey today? Because that's the only thing he won today. That's the only thing he won today. He got
That's
swept
right.
all
That's right. My
across the
Bruins
board.
won today.
But we're gonna talk about what happened on this game. Let's start with Philly because the Philadelphia Sixers they just punch back. They punch you guys back and let y'all know it's gonna be a series. I always tell you a series start always when the whole team win a game and Philadelphia just did that. So the series just started. They took home court advantage and now we're going back to Philly.
And it was all VJ Edgecombe with those 30 points. That's what hurt. And that's not gonna happen again.
We
We just
got a new
lost it.
superstar. Do we got a new player superstar?
That
in the
is
making.
ridiculous. That is
We got a
ridiculous.
new
We just
superstar. We got a new player superstar in the making. And now he's going home and he's going with a lot of energy, with a lot of confidence that he can play with you guys and he's going to tear you apart when he get home. I'm telling you, CJ, everybody expected the Celtics to take control of this series, but nah, that didn't happen. BJ, remember the name, 30 points, 10 rebound. He had no fear tonight. And then Maxi, say, I got this in the fourth quarter. I take over. Let's take this win home. And I know what to do.
it was just the 3-point shooting from him that hurt us so bad. It was just too much. 18 points from the 3-point line, that was the difference. And he's never going to shoot that like that anymore. I can guarantee that right now. He's never going to have a nice shooting like this one
See,
again.
let me ask you a question. Is it more about Philly stepping up or the Boston choke tonight? Which one is it?
Either. We did not choke. We did not choke.
That
What
choke tonight.
happened was
Oh, what happened was okay. What happened? What happened? I think a contender is in trouble tonight. A contender is on a lot of trouble tonight. Boston got a problem because now Philly believe they can actually win this. And I told you they was going to win this series. They was healthy. Now they believe it and they going home believing that they can beat this team, CJ. And you guys are in a lot of trouble right now.
we're not in trouble. We're not in trouble. Is everything calm? I told you, gentlemen sweep, and it will happen. For 3 more games, and we're out of here. You don't have to
All right,
worry about the Celtics.
but answer my question: is this is more about Philly stepping up, or it's more about Boston choking? But before you answer, let us know in the comment if this is more about Philly stepping up, or is Boston choking this game. Let us know. But tell me, CJ, what you think it is? It was.
Really step up. VJ came up with 30 points out of nowhere. We were never expecting those 30 points. We were also not expecting 6 out of 10 from him from the 3-point line. So that was the difference
Oh,
in
he
the
was
game.
cooking. He was cooking.
That was the difference on the game. I guarantee you he's never going to have another night like that anymore. The Sixers made 50 more 3-pointers than they did in game 1. That was the entire difference in that game. That's never going to happen. We just broke down defensively too much.
I told you
Outside
they're
of
going
the
home. They're gonna go home with confidence. See, how you gonna say it's not gonna happen when now they're going home believing they can win this series? I think I'm not gonna lie, CA. I think Boston might be in trouble. I think they got a problem. And now they're gonna go on the road. We're gonna see what that team is made of.
going to happen. We're going to Philly and we're going to destroy them 2 games. This is simple. Take care of the 3-point line and you score from the 3-point line because we had a very off night. That's never happening in the season. Never happened more than once in a row.
I just think
So
they
it's
play.
not going
I
to
just
happen
think they
here
play
either.
down to the competition. I think they playing down to the competition, and they were lazy all night today. They were lazy, or maybe Philly figuring out, like I told you. But when Maxi wasn't even the best player tonight on that team, and y'all got beat. Imagine when he start dropping 35, 40. He's going to have one of those games where he's going to go off on y'all. And that guy's going to have to mash it and watch that. Either Tatum or the other Batman going to have to wash it up those points because Max is going to go for 40 on this series at 1 point on those games. And Tatum going to have to follow up and drop 42. But I,
No one
I
will be
think you guys
scoring
are
more
in
than
trouble.
25 in the next 2 games. No one will be scoring more than 25 in the next 2 games. Because you know what we have? A very good coaching staff and a very defensive-minded coaching staff. So I guarantee less than 24
Where was
points from
all of that today? See, where was all of that today? All that stuff you're talking about. Where was that today? What happened today? What happened with your coaching staff? They're just so good about it. So, where were they today?
Well, the coaching staff stays in the bench,
Well,
and
well,
we still have to score the ball in the
well,
basket.
well,
And
well.
that never happened. That was the main difference on the matter. If since they don't score, the coaching staff cannot help them on the other end. You have to score the ball before you can commit to playing defense. You stop scoring, your mindset start going
My
down. You start
God,
breaking
see,
down
but
on
they was
defense.
playing isolation ball. So if you're a coach, you call a timeout and you make up a play. All they did was play isolation ball the entire second half. That's what they did. They play isolation ball that didn't work. The three wasn't dropping, and they didn't know how to stop BG and Maxi. So I don't know what to tell you about it. I don't know all that we got the better coaching staff, that we got the better players. You got beat by a road team, and now you got to go on the road and beat those guys. And those guys believe they could beat you now. And if your L and B come back, you guys are in trouble. I'm telling you, you guys are on
We're
trouble.
not
And
in
I
trouble.
sit down the
We're
last
not in
podcast,
trouble.
and everybody was calling me out. You're crazy. You got the Sixers. I call it out, and I said the Sixers was going to win, and they backing me up. That's what you get. But we can move on to the next one, which it was San Antonio Spurs and Portland Trail Blazers. I think San Antonio is in really trouble right now. They just lost their franchise player. I think he got a concussion tonight. CA, what do you think about it?
I don't think they're gonna lose him. It looked like he hit himself coming down from that trip, but the real trouble lies on how do you stop those two players from the Trailblazers. Denny is a superstar in the making. 30 points, 10 rebounds, 5
He's not a
assists. I
superstar.
like him.
He's not a
I like
superstar.
him.
He's not a superstar.
It's in the
School
making.
Henderson was the main guy today. School Henderson had 31 points. The Blazers came back from down double-digit deficit tonight. They came back. Major turning point it was when Wemby got a concussion, and now their superstar is up. Remember when I told you, CA, no contenders win the championship right away. They have to go through the suffering. They have to go to pain. That's what happened over there to those Pistons guys that we're gonna talk about that game tomorrow. They got punched in the mouth, and we're gonna see how they respond back. But San Antonio had never been through this. This is a team that we all called it was gonna be a sweep, like they was gonna sweep them, and it's not happening. They're in the same scenario as the Boston Celtics series where that team went on the road and they beat them. They beat the number two against the number seven. Now that team is going to go at home. And you know what happened at home, guys? The role players come to play. And every role player start hitting shot when they at home. They start making plays. They start looking better. And you'll be like, why this is happening? It's because they at home. I think without Wemby, they in serious trouble, CA.
Yeah, without Wemby, this is a different series. They are a completely different team. They go as far as Wemby take him, and the defensive possessions out there, they got nobody to control the basket. So I think it's a completely different team. I think it's completely
Yeah.
different
The
team
the
when you
future
when he's
the
not
future
scoring, when he's
depend
not
on
blocking.
his health. See, the future of that team depend on his health, and if he's not able to play, I don't think they can win that series. I just don't think so. Like that team doesn't have they doesn't understand yet what they're gonna go through. They don't have that yet, CJ. But
think
Portland played
I think
great
what
today.
killed San Antonio, as much as Wemby was out, I think what killed San Antonio was those transition scoring that they have. Trailblazers were coming after them without hesitation. They were trying to push the ball to the other side, and they were caught on their heels most of the third quarter and the fourth quarter. So I think
It's
they need to continue to play like that, playing fast, just 6 seconds on the shot clock, that's too long. You gotta go there and go hard at them to the bucket.
to be honest, I don't think anyone out there should like this because we wanted to see one versus two, the big guys play each other. We wanted to see OKC versus Spurs and see who was the best team. Because Wemby been talking shit all this time. Wemby been calling out shit and telling him he's not up to this level. He don't like he's not a superstar. He been telling him like I'm gonna win defensive player of the year. I'm better than you, and they punch him in the mouth. They play 5 times during the regular season, CA, and the Spurs beat them four times out of 5. But I think this is not going. This might change the entire playoff scenario because now OKC can have an easier way to the finals, and without Wemby, I don't think they can win. I just don't think they can beat anybody. But the game flip, energy flip, everything flip. and Scooter Henderson dropped 31 and steal the game from the Portland Trailblazer. If Wemby missed time, I'm telling you right now, this series is over, CA. I'm telling you right now, it's over.
I also think De'Aaron Fox should have come a lot bigger than he did. He was just doing lots of crazy stuff, going down the lane, shooting crazy shots from the outside. Big boy is out. You need to come up with something more than just 18 points and 7 assists. Just gather the troops, get in there and do something. What's all this dribbling around and just doing all this crazy stuff?
Because
I
they don't
saw a
know what
lot
to
of
do when their superstar is not in the game. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to respond. Now, let me ask you something. Are the Spurs too dependent on Wemby already? Let us know in the comment section if the Spurs are too dependent on Wemby, or is it the series over right now? Are the Spurs too dependent on Wemby, and is this series is over if Wemby don't come back? But let me know,
Is this
CA,
a
are they too
serious
dependent?
question? Is this a serious question? He is a once in a lifetime generational player. Of course, they're too depending on him. The whole league depends on him being healthy.
You cannot win everything. Like, what happened if he get in foul trouble? What happened if he gets suspended? What happened if he get injured right now and he's out? Let's say for even one game. What you want to do? You got to change the entire game plan.
They
And
are done if
how
he's
you want
out.
to play?
They
They
are
got to.
done if it's out. That's what's going to happen. They're going to be done if it's out. He is the whole team, the heart, the soul. Everything runs through him. They are done if he is
They got a
out.
tough
A
shot in
game,
coming
two
up. I
games,
think the Spurs
finished.
are done if Wemby don't can come back. I think they are done. And 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 the Trailblazers, they smell blood. They know what's going on. Nobody's gonna say, "Oh, we happy because Wemby's hurt. We happy because we out." I'm telling you, they are happy. They don't have to see that guy. They don't have to try a layup and see him coming over there. They don't have to see the 25 and 15, the dominant, the game changing guy. I'm telling you, those guys going home with a lot of faith that they could beat this team now. But
Listen, at 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks, he didn't play the whole game, and that's a stat line. Imagine if you don't have none of those categories on the stat sheet for him. That's
I
an
don't
easy
think
game. That should be an easy game for the Portland Trail Blazers. Is that stat line disappear like this? So
you
they
are
need to.
totally wrong. See, I think you are completely wrong. Because if I ask you, are the Celtics too dependent on Tatum or the Celtics too dependent on Brown? You're going to tell me no. So why are you saying, of course they are too dependent on Wemby? Like, what's the difference? Like, answer this. Are the Celtics too dependent on Tatum? Are they too dependent
No,
on Tatum?
no.
Okay, so they play all year as the second best team in the Eastern Conference without Tatum. So that means they're not dependent on him. And I think they could do the same without Brown. But what's the difference with Wemby? You don't think they got enough players over there on the Spurs that could do the job and could beat this team and let Wemby
No,
get healthy for the next series?
no, they
Why
don't.
not?
Wemby is a once in a lifetime generational player. You take him
Doesn't
out,
matter.
you
So
take the
you
whole
think
team. You take the
so
whole
you
team, the whole morale goes down. You take their morale, their soul, and everything they do, and everything they do
wild and
for
see
throughout
you
the
wild.
year goes out on the
Tatum was
play.
out the entire year. Tatum was out the entire year, and Boston still was the second best team on the East. So
And we
why do
have a
you
system that we've been running straight for 5 years. You
the
just
system
plug in
that
another
fell
player
today?
in there.
The system
What?
that fell today? That's the one you talking about? That system fell yesterday. But anyway, what we was talking
Fail.
about?
Systems fail for a reason. System fails once in a while.
That system fell today. But guess you said so. Let us know. Is the Spurs too dependent on Wemby? And is the series is over if Wemby don't come back? But now we're going to
Of
talk
course it
about
is.
the series I want to talk about. Yes, guys. I told y'all the Lakers was going to win without Luka and without Reeve. And y'all didn't believe me. Y'all was like, this guy, Durant is going to be too much. You crazy. You can't be Durant. You're crazy, bro. You got the king over there, the best player that NBA has seen of all time, the best player of all time, and you doubted him that he cannot beat this Houston Rocket team. You are crazy, ZA. He
That is
beat
the
them.
The weakest 2-0 team right now is the Lakers. That's the weakest 2 and
Of course, they
0
don't got their
team
superstar.
right now.
Of course, of course, they don't got their superstar and the second best player. They playing with a LeBron at 43 years old, leading the team. That's who they playing with. Of course, you're right.
They better get their superstars back because they are
Because what?
losing this series. I guarantee you that.
They not losing this series. Series is over, guys. This series is done. It's 2-0. I think we might still win at home. We might gonna go still one on the road. Man, that guy Kenner could play. He was shooting the
That
light
series will
out the
turn
first two
2 and
games.
2 from Houston.
Hey, and you know what make me happy about this? That Marcus Smart is shining with that Laker uniform. You know what? I think that purple and gold look better than that green. I think that purple and gold look better on him. I think he could do. I think he's doing better on that purple and gold.
Never. He
I
won.
think he is. He's
Defensive
doing
Player
better
of
on
the
that
Year of the
purple and gold than he ever did on that green.
He got no hardware there yet. He got no hardware whatsoever.
Hey guys, let us know who you rather have. You rather have Michael or Marcus Smart of the Celtics or Marcus Smart of the Lakers. I think he's doing better on the Lakers, and he's starting over there, and he's scoring at will. He scored over 20 points today. That guy was bowling out today, and he's not the main reason because you know who the main reason why they won today. But he was part of the game plan today, and he played perfectly. They couldn't stop him today, but the King showed out. Who had the most points? Who led the game in scoring tonight? CJ. It was LeBron James at 43. Those guys should be ashamed. Kevin Durant had 20 points at halftime. I was like, ooh, we in trouble. He had 20 points at halftime. I thought he was going to drop 40 today. He ended up with 27. He ended up with 7 points in 2 quarters. That boy disappeared. He always does. If he don't have Steph Curry, he always disappear. He always needs somebody to cover him up. Like, what his excuses? He might open another Twitter account. He like to open Twitter's account with other people's name and stuff like that. He might open one today after those 7 points. I don't know about that, but the King showed up, and that series is 2-0. Y'all see me? I'm hyped up about it because you guys, that we was gonna win.
The King was not the reason they won that game.
What was the reason?
The sole reason they won that game was Luke Kennard with those 27 points, and he led the team for a second straight game.
And how do you think he get those shots? How do you think that he get those shots? Like, how do you think he get those shots?
Oh yeah, you're gonna tell me all 27 points were assisted by LeBron? All those 27 points were assisted by LeBron?
Doesn't have to be assisted by LeBron, but LeBron is the general on the floor. He's the one that open up the game. He's the one that make up the plays. He know when to make the right play, and he know when to pass it to the hot guy.
If the ball from Luke Kennard doesn't go into the bucket, is he winning that game? No, he's not. Luke Kennard is the sole reason they won that game. 13 assists by LeBron is a great number. But those 27 points, they still need to happen before everything goes down. There's no other reason they won. The reason they won is because of Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard is taking care of the ball, taking care of business, and everybody should be on the Luke Kennard bandwagon until he stopped working. That's what needs to happen.
LeBron had 28, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. We know Luka and no Austin Reeves, and they up on the series 2-0. You know how the unexpected X factor was Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard, 25 and 23. And Marcus Smart was big on defense today. He played defense today. He locked in, and he made sure that boy over there had 7 points on the second half. But he was the main reason. Now we got to see if Luke Kennard could do this on the road. We're going to see now in game 3 if he could do it. But Anything can happen now. But I think that series is over, CJ.
I don't think it's over. That series comes back tied from Houston. And the whole reason Kevin Durant couldn't pack the whole thing, he was probably a little sore from that knee that happened in practice.
Oh my God,
Game
this guy
three,
makes
game
excuses
four,
again.
we
You
got
make
full
excuses
blown
for him,
Kevin
bro.
Durant.
Stop making excuses. LeBron James, 43 years old, and you making excuses for him, bro.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling the truth. Kevin Durant wasn't 100%. He'll be 100% by
Nobody's
game three.
100% on playoffs. CA, nobody's 100% on the playoff.
Well, he was a little
Who's
lower than
100% when
100%.
playoffs come?
He was a little lower than 100%. He was injured a game ago. He couldn't withstand the whole
It didn't
thing. I
matter.
thought he should have kept going.
No.
And everybody figured out what
Oh
they were
my
doing. They were
God, this
assaulting
guy always
him,
making
assaulting
excuses,
him
bro.
during the game. They need to start calling more fouls on Kevin Durant. He couldn't hack it the whole game. Game three is gonna be Houston. Game four is gonna be Houston. That series comes back tied to LA.
I don't think so. You're not thinking right. Like you don't understand. Like that doesn't happen the way you think. See, you making so many excuses for him. He played great in the first half. He scored 20 points. Like he just disappeared. That's who he is. He's
Little
always a
inflation on the
second
knee.
place.
That's
They
all
call
it
him second
happened.
place Kevin Durant. He was second place on the draft. He's been second behind LeBron all his career. Second place Durant. That's what you should call him.
No. I won't call it second place because you know what's gonna happen.
Second place Kevin Durant.
Houston is gonna be a city that LeBron's gonna go in and nothing will happen because you know what's gonna happen. Those bench players won't show up. Marcus Smart won't have another great night like this one. And Luke Kennard has never been in Houston because he's too
But
careful
see,
to be in
isn't
Houston.
that the
So
same
that
stuff
comes
with
back
the
2-2 back to LA.
76ers and the Boston series, where Boston have to go on the road and beat those guys in the brotherly love? God, you see, guys,
No, but
he
these
always
are
got an answer. He always
curated
got an
players that
answer.
have
He
done it, that are
always got an answer.
champions.
He always
That's
got
the
an
difference.
excuse. He blah, 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 blah.
That's what happens when you have a great system and a championship team. You get to say this stuff that always
I think
comes true.
Boston is going to lose. I ain't going to be crying, guys. I can't wait for Philly to win that series. That's going to be hilarious for us. But I don't think Houston got a chance right now. I don't think they can come back, CJ. I'm being honest with you. I think Reeve is going to be ready, at least for game four. And you know what Luka did, see? He went out of the state. I don't know if it was rest cell. Don't kill me. Don't kill me in the comments. I don't know. But he went to get something out of the States that he couldn't get it done here because here it wasn't illegal. So he asked to go to Europe to get it done. That way he could be ready. So I think he might be ready. I don't know if he's gonna be ready for game three, but he could be ready for game four. But if Luka come back, LeBron give them a chance already. He gave them a chance. He put them on position to win the series. He gave them time. So now what happened on this series, CA? LeBron he gave more
More
them
time.
time.
For
For
them.
them. So now what happened on this series,
That's
CA?
what he did.
LeBron
More time for them
bought
to get
more time
healthy.
for them
So now this series,
to get healthy.
Houston going to
That's
win.
what
Is
he
going to go
did.
to
He
6 and
bought more
7
time
games
for them
now.
to get
So that
healthy.
means
So
more
now
time
this
for
series,
Luka
if
and Reeves to
Houston gonna
come
win,
back.
it's gonna
So
go to
that's what
6 or 7
LeBron just
games
did.
now.
Hey
So
guys,
that
I
means it's
got
more
you.
time
I'm gonna
for
give you some time.
Luca
I'm gonna
and
take
Reeves
care
to
of
come
these two
back.
at home.
So that's
That's
what
what
LeBron
happened.
just did. Hey guys, I got you. I'm gonna give you some time. So I'm gonna take care of these two at home, and that's what happened.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to give you a round of applause on that one because that sounded like you broke some news on some what's his name? That's a Wojnarowski type of news. I'm feeling like I'm a, I'm on the 10 and 10 thing. What's going on over here? I'm
Breaking news,
like,
breaking
where
news.
is this coming? Where are the news? I mean, I'm
Breaking
thinking,
news, breaking news.
I'm thinking, where's the suit and tie? Brand news, breaking news over here. He's
Hey, but
giving
I'm gonna
me
tell you
all
about
sorts of treatment not approved by the
a
FDA.
little
Oh
bit
my
deeply on
goodness,
that
what's
game because
going
that's
on?
my team, so I
Hey,
gotta
but I'm
do
gonna
that.
tell you about. I'm gonna tell
The
you. I'm gonna
Rockets
go
shot
a little bit
40%
deeply
from
on
the
that game
field. They
because
couldn't
that's
hit
my
three
team, so I
tonight. See,
gotta do that.
they couldn't at all. So
The Rockets shot
they got
40% from the field. They couldn't hit three tonight. See, they couldn't at all. So uh, they gotta hit threes at home. I know they probably gonna go home and get better. They're gonna become better. They're gonna hit threes, and we just gotta
stick to the game plan. We're gonna see what happened. They make too many mistakes left. Too many mistakes late, too many. And Kevin Durant had 23 points, but only three in the second half. See, I gave him seven. I gave him seven. He had 3 points on the second half. 3 points, only 3 points. Multiple turnovers in the clutch time. He choked tonight. He didn't show up. His team was expecting him to show up. He choked tonight. He had multiple turnovers in the clutch. And I'm gonna tell you why the Lakers are up 2-0. Elite defense. They looking like everything. Everything I thought they gonna be. CA. They got elite defense. There was clutch, late, better role player production. But if you see that game, CA, the bench, I think it was like 13 or 14 points for both teams. Oh, the Lakers bench had seven from Hayes, and the Rockets game had six. Like it was no bench play on that game. CA, the Lakers did the series 2-0. Now we heading to the Houston, and we're gonna see. It's a must win on their territory now. CA, must win. So they need to win game three, or the series is officially over. And are the Lakers winning without Luka and Reed actually scary? Let us know in that comment section if are the Lakers winning without Luka and Reed. Do that make it scary? I think it's started making me think that they could be OKC with Luka and Reed, but we're gonna see what happens. See it.
Now, listen, I think they need to work, and by that I mean the Rockets. They need to work on Kennard. He cannot become just a supernova in the playoffs after just scoring 8.4 point during the season. Now he's putting 20 plus. That's a big change.
Yeah,
They
but
need to
it's a
figure it
huge
out. They
difference.
need
See
to
it.
figure it out what Luke Kennard is doing. They need to figure it out. Marcus Smart bringing the double teams on Kevin Durant, and he's rattled by
Yeah,
those
see,
double
you're
teams.
right. He
And
was
on
he
top
was
of
the best
everything,
shooting 3 pointer this year. What happened was that he's not the fifth, sixth. Now he's the second or the third option now. So now he's gonna show up. That's the difference. In the regular season, it was just a big dose of Luca, and then you had Reeve when Luca was tired, and then you had a little bit of LeBron, and Kennard never got put into the system. Now he's the second or third option. I believe he's the second option because Marcus Smart on him trading spot second and third. So now he got a lot of chances. So now he's showing up. He went 5 on 5 on the first game, and now he did what he did. I don't think it's nothing going to change. See, like what they going to do? Who they going to put on him? You tell me what they going to do. Like who they going to put on him? Are they
I'll
going to
tell
play
you,
song? Are they going to change? Like I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do.
I'll tell you what they need to do. As you always say, the superstars are always going to get their points. Let's take Kennard out of the equation. Double team Kennard, take the ball out of his hand, keep it tough on him, and let's see if the other surrounding cast can beat you. They need to figure it out and try to make it a little bit more uncomfortable on him because
But then that
the
could become a problem, see, because now you open it up for other people to hit shots, and now you're telling me
so let's see
now
if they
what you're
can
saying
hit
is
those shots.
let other beat us, and what happened if those others start hitting shots? See,
We
now
cannot
it's a
work on what
problem.
happens. We can only work on what's been going on, and that's what's been
Oh
going
my
on. What happens?
God! Look at that! He got a line. What a line! See, where you got that from?
No, what
This
I'm
guy.
saying is what has been happening the last two games is the fact. What if this, what if that? We're never gonna know until we get there. So we gotta get the ball out of his hands. We gotta double team him. We gotta try to make it uncomfortable on him. If he's open for shots, that's a bad defensive position. If he's taking his time with the ball, that's a bad defensive position. Get the ball out of his hand and try to make LeBron impress more on the other side of the ball
Okay,
where the
guys.
weak
So that's
side
gonna
is and see
be
if these other teams come up with something. But just
enough
giving
for
him
today recap,
wide open
and
shots
we're going
like
to talk
that
about a
after he's
little
been
bit,
killing
just
you
a
for
little
two
bit,
straight
a
nights,
tiny little
that
bit
cannot
about
happen no more.
Boston, the
No
Red
more
Sox,
for
and
them.
the make sure you drop a follow, give us a like, and comment, please, and and
Thank
the
you.
New
New
York
York
Yankees.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
watching.
watching. It's
We
just a little bit, a
appreciate it,
tiny
guys.
bit before we
Just
leave.
leave us a follow,
But
comment.
and hit the like button for us. See what happened on that game today. You know, uh, Louis Hill went with a 7.00 ERA.
That's true. He's got our number. I've never seen that happen in a long time. He's played us 3 times, and all 3 times he just figures the lineup out however he
He
can.
did
I don't
6.1
know
innings.
what they were on. I mean, it was pop up, little lineup to the shortstop, little lineup to the second baseman. We couldn't figure it out. Louis Hill. I was pretty sure they were. I was
He
pretty
had like a
sure
two
he was
hitter,
just gonna keep being
two
thrown in
hitter
there. If it wasn't
for
because
like five
I
or
think
six
our
innings.
move got a little scared in
But
the in
you cannot
when he
go.
threw that last walk. That's he probably throws the whole game. We had no chance on hitting him. Uh, yeah, yeah. He was having the time on his life on the mound, and we couldn't hit that ball with
I just
anyone
think
on
we cannot go with that
virtually anyone.
7.0
Narvaez was
ERA. I
giving him a
think he
hit.
got.
Uh,
I think he had like a
AR Anthony
1.32
Roman
on
another one,
Fenway
but
Park. So
that was
he
it.
know
That
how to
was the
pitch
whole
them. He
night.
know how to
The
do the
whole
job
night
over
of a
there.
bunch of
And
nothing.
it was
I
cold
just
tonight
think
over
we
there. See,
cannot
it was
go
like
with
40
that
degrees, 39
7.0
degrees.
ERA. I think he got.
But you see that
I
home
think
run
he
by
had like a
Stanton? Oh, that was a
1.32
moonshot.
on Fenway
See,
Park. So he know how to pitch them. He know how to do the job over there. And it was cold tonight over there. See, it was like 40 degrees, 39 degrees. Hey, but you see that home run by Stanton? Bro, that was a moonshot. See, that was a moonshot.
Yeah, he came back. He came
And then
back
he
to
had a
beat us.
two-run double. CJ,
He had 3 RBIs. He had a
he
homer.
was
He had a
everything tonight.
double. He did everything he needed to do. I I thought Connolly from the Red Sox did a good enough job for what it was. He got in a couple of troubles and he made that mistake to Stanton. But other than that, he pitched really well. He just wasn't his nine when he couldn't find the zone at that 4th and 5th inning. The big reason they won was Louis Hill. Louis Hill was bringing the fire. He was painting all corners of the plate. There were some strikeouts in there that I was like, damn, that's like just a hair difference between that line and that ball. And he was painting those corners. He threw very well. I was not expecting that from him, especially after getting 4 or 5 homers of the Minnesota Twins, I think it was. I thought we were going to celebrate greatness today because Luis Hill was bad the last time I saw him out, but he came through with his number. He beat us. He beat us bad, and I'll take that one. I'll take that L. Come tomorrow, we should be good to go.
Hey guys, soon we're gonna drop an episode about the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Where where each team stand and who's gonna finish with a better record this year and who got a better farm. But talking about that, the Yankees just had a better pitching tonight and more consistent offense. But this is a rivalry. It's a still must watch TV. But it doesn't look like the same matchup from a few years ago. And that's the real story, CA. Uh, games were tight early, but the New York kept pulling away late. Boston had flashes but couldn't sustain momentum. Aaron Judge, he's still the engine for us. Power plus clutch, hit when it mattered, and he did what he had to do. And Giancarlo Stanton, we're gonna see what happened tomorrow. But thank you for watching, guys. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be it from us. You have a great night. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. CJ says one thing. Jose says the opposite. Same couch, same room, still split on it. One plays hard, one talks slick. Every game night turns into a conflict. That's my team, man.